Hey, well, it's been a little while since my last video, and I've been waiting on some parts for my Hawk Speed 6. I did get the ailerons made, and one of the servos, or I only had one of these little tiny servos that I'm going to use for it. Just cut some grooves in the wing, and I'll have to extend this lead a little to make it into the fuselage through this hole. Same with the other one. And then I'll just go ahead and cover over that with paper once everything is all how I want it. And the ailerons, I just cut the sections out of the wings and went over the cut edge with just regular printer paper, glued it down with a light mixture of just white glue and water, and it's just to give it a little bit more rigidity and strength right on that cut seam, because it is a pretty thin piece. And other than that, I thought I'd show you guys some of the other projects I've been working on. I've got my Dynaflight Talon here. It's almost to the covering stage. Still need to join the two wings permanently and then do all the servos for that. But and do some final shaping on the wing too. As you can see, this is like the leading edge is still a square profile, just the stock piece of wood there. But I'm real pleased with how this one's turning out. I think it's going to be awesome to fly. It looks cool. I decided to go with the V-tail setup just because I think V-tails are neat. But I really like the shape of the fuselage. It's very sleek, and it was actually pretty simple to make. It's all made from just flat pieces of balsa that are kind of curved around the fuselage formers. That's just a picture on the manual. You can also do that other optional tail, but I just thought that was kind of plain looking. No pun intended there. The other one I've been working on is this Gallows Champ model here, and this is going to be an electric RC as well. And I've used basswood for all the spars, just because in the past I've used the little balsa spars that come with the kits, and it's just really flimsy stuff. So the basswood adds a little bit of weight, but probably not going to be noticed on an electric plane, and it's a lot stronger. So this is what I did for the for access to all the internal equipment. Pretty simple, and I'll probably attach this with either little magnets or maybe screws, or I'm not quite sure yet. But it's going to be a fun little plane to fly, I think. I've watched some other people's videos on their conversions of these, and they fly pretty nicely. And here is my Sig Cadet EP42. This is my first real RC plane. It was an ARF, so I didn't really have to build much, just put the pieces together. I have added some chunkier wheels. The old ones are just ones that come with it are kind of crummy. You can kind of see some harder landings that I had kind of tore up the foam there. And so these are going to be much more sturdier, and they should roll over grass quite a bit easier. And another thing I've done recently is I added this steering tail wheel. It's kind of difficult to figure out how to mount it, since I had to run the controlling wire for it through the fuselage, and then just glued it on to the bottom of, cut a little groove and glued it to the bottom of the rudder. And this part right here is a little piece of thin plywood, and that can be removed if I need to adjust it or whatever. But this plane flies really nicely, and I haven't flown it in quite a while, so the field that I used to fly at was reclaimed by the Port of Portland, and is no longer available for flying, so I'm gonna have to find some new place to go. But yeah, I'll make another video when I make some more progress on these projects, and let you know how it's going. Thanks. Bye.